What up? What up? What up? We're on time. We're on time.
I'm 3 minutes late, Lo.
3 minutes late. Compared to 10 minutes.
I was on time, bro.
Actually, you weren't. I've been here for about 5 minutes. So I don't want to hear it. RaiderNationLive in the building.
Well, I can't go in the house because the wifey's pissed off. So.
Oh, they're losing?
I don't know what. No, I don't know what she's mad. No. Maybe it's just me talking. Probably is.
I can get the part where she's mad. You know what I mean?
But I'm just going for my fantasy guys. I have a Giants. You know? Yeah, I go because I have a fantasy guy, and then she thinks I'm against her team, but she doesn't know that I am.
Yeah, man.
But I don't want to get stabbed or
I don't think you're gonna get stabbed. You haven't got stabbed in a while.
murdered when I'm asleep or anything like that.
Well, is it because Dallas is losing or what?
Mm-hmm. Nah, they're winning 14-9. But Drake May, who's this guy? What's his name?
Is that Drake May?
No, not Drake May, but the other guy.
Who's that?
He's not bad. He's not bad. I'll take him over who we got now.
You take him over.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
What up, Aunt Sig?
What up, Aunt?
Turn
About to
down
get
my
started right here in a minute. Just gonna finish everything up.
Mr. Turn down.
You know,
Are we waiting for Gay?
I guess so. Waiting for Gay to pull up.
Mr. Layman himself.
Yeah, he's probably better than the guy right now.
I like the 7 o'clock, bro, because it's early.
Mm-hmm.
But I get rejuvenated, and then I stay up.
What do you mean you get rejuvenated?
I don't know. When I talk about the Raiders, I get either pissed off or either happy. I've only been happy once, but
yeah, I mean, so it's like you're just basically being fueled off of anger.
Yeah, if that's a thing.
Well, I mean, I get it. I get it. Like last couple days, today, yesterday, I've been like watching a bunch of different things. Like, you know, we're trying to watch Max Crosby's podcast, watch some of these, the interviews and, you know, the conversations that they had and stuff like that. And it's like, man, I'm kind of, we went through all the talk during the offseason, bro. I'm kind of like ready just to want to see some wins, bro. Like, it's almost kind of like just wasting time. Like, you know, it's kind of like wasting breath. Like, even Getsy, when he came out today, like, he was being real cocky, like, hey, what's up, guys? And whatever, like, trying to be up on it. I'm like, bro, to me, I'm tired of talk. So it's like, that's why I'm kind of like, all right, let's knock it out quick. I ain't tripping. Let's keep it moving. You know what I mean? And that's like the whole thing is like, I'm not going to let this shit just fuck with me. I'm still going to the games. I'm still going to go on the 20th to the Rams game. Still going to go to, what else? Atlanta game, and I'm still going to the last game of the season. So, I mean, regardless of however it pans out, that's what I was telling myself. I knew it was going to be up and down. That's why I really want to, like, jump on a grenade or say, fuck it, this person sucks or that person sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to just enjoy football, because during all off season, man, we talked and this could happen, that could happen, bro. We got a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? One of the biggest contributors of our team is on a fucking boot. You know what I mean? He said he couldn't practice all week. You know what I mean? If you look at the depth chart right now and the injuries, a lot of people didn't practice this week. You know, so I don't want to put too much energy into it because I love my team, bro. And I don't want to, if I put too much energy in negative way, you know what I mean? It's going to be crazy. Like, we got a comment, and it was what's name, and I'll read the comment right now, bro. Like, it was kind of crazy to me because the simple fact, the way he had put it, I was just like, yo, like that's crazy. Like, I don't understand that. So King David Raider said right here, pretty much, he says, I noticed you guys were getting on my case for commenting negatively about the Raiders, but maybe some of us Raider fans are getting sick and tired of watching the Raiders lose after year after year after year. Meanwhile, Denver Broncos win 3 Super Bowls. Now we're having to sit here and watch Kansas City win 3 Super Bowls. Plus, I got to watch the Raiders move out of Oakland twice. I had season tickets in Oakland the second time they moved. So forgive me for my bad attitude. Plus, not to mention the fact that how much fun it is to watch San Francisco's and the effing Kansas City Chiefs play in the Super Bowl in our so-called stadiums. And I don't know about you guys, but it seems a little bit upsetting to me. I get what he's saying, and I even told him like this. Like, I even answered back to him. My reply was pretty much simple. It's just like, you know what I mean? Bro, I said, we're all sick of losing. I said, we all see the same thing and just want to be positive, and that's it. That's pretty much the only thing I'm trying to do, bro. Like, because all the negativity, bro, is going to weigh on you, bro. And you guys just sit back and turn around and start knocking your team for no fucking reason, bro. It's a long season. We're barely going into week 4, bro. Like, you're telling me that some teams aren't getting beat. What about Houston? They got beat by fucking 30.
No, I'll tell you, he's saying the negativity. He's a positive. He wants to hear something positive from us, or as content creators, that's positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the sense I got from him, and all we talk about is the negative. You don't blame us?
Nah, I mean, it's not that I don't blame you.
You like what you see out there?
But no, I don't. But see, this is the thing, though. It's like you got to look at.
I mean, him. I'm talking to him, though. I'm not talking.
Oh, you're okay. My bad.
I'm answering his question. I go, how could you be positive when we're being sincere here? We're telling you the truth. It's hard. I don't want to talk this way about my team. Yeah. I want to talk about, hey, we got it. We got everything. Getsy's great. Our running game is on hit. Our quarterbacks are on hit. That doesn't happen in football. Something's wrong with a team somewhere. So we got to make note of it because we lost, bro. You know what I mean? You the epitome of what I say is that you're dozens of years of Raiderism. You're used to losing and you accept it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know how old you are, but I remember those days in Oakland and LA, and that's all we got. So that's all we got positive. So that's all we could talk about.
So for me, like, kind of like my whole motto is like this, bro, like on some real shit. The only reason why I'm even here, the only reason why I'm actually been able to do some stuff like this is because I move on from shit. Take a loss, say fuck it. Tire blows out, I'm not going to get mad at the fucking world. Fuck it, go get another tire. You know what I mean? Or if you ain't got money for a tire, get a patch. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I do. But it's like, why in the fuck am I going to sit here and fucking just shit on some shit that I love? You know what I mean? I'm not going to continue just to do that shit. Like, I want to fucking vent, and then after I vent, let it go. We can't go back to Oakland because Oakland's no. But what I'm saying is we can't go back to Oakland, and people are saying, "Oh, well, Oakland was the best place." Yeah, it was a shit fucking place. They're ripping the seats out right now. Oakland's done a fucking horrible job. The Raiders wanted to stay. You know what I'm saying? That's not the Raiders' fault. You see what I'm saying? Al Davis is an innovator and stuff like, and his son is trying to make his own mark, and he's doing some shit, and he actually made a good fucking move. You know, the Raiders ain't going to go nowhere from this point forward. It sucks because now they're considered out of market team, so a lot of people in California don't have to see it, so they have to pay for a bunch of shit. So there's a bunch of money being made, but instead of there's certain things we can't change. You see what I mean? So the thing is, so if I'm going to worry about McDaniels and stuff like that because of some of the shit that he's done, it's kind of evident. But I'm not going to sit back and hold on to it. It's not here no more. It's like you're looking straight ahead right here, bro. There's a rear view, and you only see this much of the rear view. But you want to focus on that, bro, you're gonna miss everything in front of you. Now, have we played some shit games? Have we played some shit games? Yeah. Have we played some shit games? Fuck yeah. Are we would look like shit? Yeah. Is there a possibility that all this shit could change? Yeah. Is fucking Coach AP over his head? No. This is part of the thing. Everybody wants it now, wants it now, wants it now. How long has Houston been out there for? They got Deshaun Watson and didn't do shit. They turn around and fucking now they got CJ Stroud. They went through number ones after number ones after number ones, bro. Who was it? David Carr was the number one too, I think. How many number ones have they went to? And they haven't won fucking what? But two fucking playoff games?
And they're not the same team as they were last year. The Cinderella. They're not playing good.
Exactly. So this is the thing. So it's the NFL, bro. Not for long. You're gonna win some, not for long. You're gonna fucking lose some, not for long. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you think you're gonna have the players be out there forever, not for long, bro. Like that's what it is. So it's like, to go back and hold on to all that shit, bro. It's kind of fucking depressing.
Who said that, bro? Who was he on the?
Hey, what up, Gabe?
Is he on our chat?
Yeah,
no, I don't see him right now. He left a message. I'll get to it right now. But since Gabe got in the building, man, we haven't even started with the
we don't start until Gabe gets here, bro.
So we're just running.
It's all blah blah blah
I'll
blah
read
blah.
it again. I'll read it again right now. I'll read a little synopsis of it. I gotta get that word right. So, anyways, man, welcome to Raider Nation Live. I'm your host, Lo. We got Coach Gravy, got Radio 420. We're gonna get to the chat real quick, and we're gonna get into it. Like we always tell you around these parts, be thankful for what you do.
14 minutes late.
Don't drink and drive. He's only 11 minutes late. Relax.
I'm noting this down. I'm writing this shit down.
Oh, Jesus. Well, you're HR, bro, so you're just writing it down for yourself. You got to complain about something.
Exactly.
Hey, first person in the building. Happy birthday, bro. You're 36, man. 36 years strong. Happy birthday, man. I appreciate you. 36. Robert Penny in the building. John B, what up? What up? Auntie Six with the $2. What up, Low Gabe? Gravy, what up, bro? Hopefully you're having a good one. William M, what's up? What's up? Free Thinker in the building. William M says, love you guys. Much love and respect. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Ernest, what up? What up, bro? It says, if Max and Adams are limited at this point, we're in serious trouble. Yeah, well, I mean, people get injured, bro. It is what it is. Put JPJ Glay next to Prime. We're going to see. We're going to talk about that, too. Gave the best rated news and notes. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate you. Daniel Martinez in the building. John B. Oakland was one to blame for the move. Had years to build a stadium. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Shit. I'm going to try to catch up to everybody real quick. I'm so spoiled from Oakland. Raiders football 60 to 85. Sorry, I felt sorry for bad. I hear that, bro. This team quit on us on Sunday. There's no way around it. They quit. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Mike, Big Mike for Raiders Against World. What up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. I need to order them shirts, bro. Bro, we're going to talk about that right now, too. I'm trying to get it going. I got to talk to old Mikey to see if we can tell him give me a little bit more of a direction, man. Shout out to everybody else in the building. Who else is here? Arkham in the building. What up? What up, Sacktown Raider Mike in the building. What up, Mark? John Leon, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully having a good one. Trying to catch up to everyone. We fly the good, bad, and the ugly. That's a true Raider fan. Atlanta head coach was NFL not for long. Yeah, for real. SoCal Sound in the building. Sacktown showing love. All right, for sure. So let me read this real quick again. And I'm not nitpicking, but what I was talking about, Gabe, I don't know if you heard this, but
what?
So King David Raider 7294, he was on our podcast last week. He was kept on bringing up a bunch of stuff like Oakland, it's always going to be Oakland, so on and so forth. He said here, he says that this is what he said. He left it as a message or a comment. He says, I noticed that you guys were getting on my case about for completely being negatively about the Raiders, but maybe some of us Raider fans are getting sick and tired of watching the Raiders lose year after year after year after year. Meanwhile, watching the Denver Broncos win 3 Super Bowls, now we're having to sit here and watch Kansas City win 3 Super Bowls. Plus, I got to watch the Raiders move out of Oakland twice, had season tickets, and the second time they moved. So forgive me for my bad attitude. Plus, not to mention the fact that how much it was fun to watch the San Francisco Niners and the effing fucking Kansas City Chiefs playing the Super Bowl in our so-called stadium. I don't know about you guys, but it seems a little bit upsetting to me. He goes on to say, like, I'll finish it up. He says, but you guys on the podcast are still young and still making excuses for the Raiders. I've already been there, done that. You guys just need to give it about another 20 more years and you'll be exact same spot and feeling the same exact way that I do, along with the rest of the old Raider fans. And I reply like this. I just put like, bro, we're sick of the losing too. We all see the same thing. Just want to be positive. That's all. That's what I'm trying to get at. Myra, what up? Real Talk Raider Nation. So that was from King David Raider. You know what I mean? Raiders. Shout out to him, bro. I don't want people to think that I'm being negative or anything like that, or like attacking somebody. I was just saying, man, it gets old to hear the same shit. And even though we're all seeing it, like, he thinks
shout out to homeboy thinks I'm young, bro. Shout out to homie thinks I'm young.
Yeah, I know Gravy's old as dirt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's fucking shit. Shout out Gravy. But no, but like
fresh dirt.
Yeah, you know, not Jesus dirt, but you know, nah. But like, I mean, I get what he's saying, bro. Like, I don't know what you take from a great Gabe, because me personally, bro, like, I get it. We've been losing, but
I get it too. But it's like, I get being tired of losing, bro. Everybody's gonna be tired of losing, but it's just like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna be fucking say fuck it every season. Just be like, you know what? I've been doing this shit for 40 years, so you know what? We're just gonna suck this year. So I'm just not even gonna get, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, what is the point of? Isn't the point of being a fanatic for, like, to get, you know, excited for your team every year? Because everybody starts off at 0-0, bro. It's just like, I get the fucking the being mad and shit and all that shit. I get it, bro. I get all of that shit, but I think it's everybody, because there's some people who've been fans for, like Gravy, like you said, like he said, shouts out to for bro thinking that he's young and shit, but like Gravy's been through the same thing. Gravy's been through almost the same amount of years that I've been a fan too. You know what I mean? So it's like, everybody's gonna have their different point of views. Like, no matter what, somebody could be 80 years old and still, you know, be excited for the Raiders. You know what I mean? And they've been watching them since they were incepted into the fucking as the Torres. You know what I mean? So it's like, I get it. Everybody has their own, you know, I guess their own little emotions for the Raiders, but some people's fuses are less than others. You know what I mean? Some people can't take it as much as others. So that's just the way it is. But I mean, I can't fault him for him being up, but how is he just gonna be like, you guys don't get it? Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be like this even if we lose 10 more years in a row. I don't matter. I'm gonna still be like this.
Yeah.
20 years in a row, I'm still gonna be like this. It's just, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's everybody has the opinion, and that's the good thing about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit back and, you know, like, shout out to homie Arkham. Some fucking douchebag was turning around and talking shit to him because he was sitting there on the Raiders website saying, hey, bro, like, you know what I mean? Come on, Raiders, let's get this dub. I don't know exactly what word, I don't have it in front of me, but some douchebag that claims that he's a big old fucking Raider, this, that, and the third, he's fucking shitting on him because he's trying to be positive. Like, you know what I mean? That whole, and we were talking about it afterwards, like, we shouldn't be funky with each other. There shouldn't be no bullshit. Well, some of you motherfuckers are weird. But what I'm trying to get at is that, like, we should be all, like, looking in the same direction. That's why I like doing this shit, because I thought we're all looking in the same direction. Now, during the offseason, when we were talking about who's going to start, Aiden O'Connell or fucking, you know what I mean? Or Minshew and shit, like, now we got our fucking answer. So let's just move forward. So we take a loss, and, you know, people act like they've never lost in their life. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand it. You got to move on. Are you going to go be a fucking Panthers fan because we got fucking fucked off? Go be a Panthers fan, bro. Like, I get it. So what if we lose? Everybody fucking loses, bro. The best people lose all the fucking time, bro. And sometimes they don't get to that fucking mountaintop. Fuck it. But we're here, bro. And that's all I try to stay. I've been here for what? Since what? 80 fucking what? 3? Since 83. I was 5 years old, bro. That's when I became a Raiders fan, bro. You think I haven't seen losses? Come on, man. But I'm still fucking here, bro. So that's the whole thing, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know, bro. It's one of those things, man. So talk to me, baby.
Big ups to homie that for being concerned like that. You know, saying that he's tired of losing. That's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with the dude. I've been saying that for a while now. I used to be the most positive dude. Wasn't I low? I couldn't say anything wrong with this team, but I was lying. I was lying to myself. And I said, I just clicked in me. I said, we got problems on this team, man. And I'm just gonna say what's wrong with everything. Ain't gonna be the running. The run defense isn't all hunky dory. It can't get better if that's positive for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it can't get better. Is that good enough positivity for you? But it sucks to me. But you take that the way it is. You take it the way it is.
Yeah.
If
You're right.
you sit there and shoot yourself this fantasy that our run game is good. Zeus is the man, and all this shit. Right now, you're delusional.
Yep.
You know, we got a long season. How many times have we said that? Years of saying that shit. You know what I mean? Of different running backs. Years of it. You know, our offensive line's going to be the best in the league. Our defense is the best in the league. Right now, it's not. It ain't playing like it. Did we expect more low? Yes, we expected that defense to be top. Some of us said top 3, 2 in the league. Are we? No way. Not even close in my book. You know, if things got to go your way, then you're happy. If not, then I don't know, Gabe. What you think? You said this defense was going to be dominant and all that, and then I'm sure it's coming. Bro. But
yeah, bro. For the 2 first games, I thought we were going to only get better, but that game, I can't explain anything in that 3rd game, bro. Like, that shit was just a shit show all the way around. Like I said, I think for me, I'm over that. I'm not over it, but ready to move on for sure. You know what I mean? To Cleveland for sure, because if you keep fucking dwelling on that shit, you know what I mean? You're just gonna be doing that shit. Like, we have to fucking perform better this week, no matter what. Like, that's bottom line. If we play like last week, if we play close to we played last week, we're gonna get fucking beat down, bro. Again, get our ass whooped, like the AP said last week. You know what I mean? So it's like they only really have one option, dog. Like, if they want to get better, then it's gonna show this week. Like, if we're gonna see what type of resolve this team has, what type of like, you know what I mean, what type of bounce back this team has, because like Hobbs said, or some of the players said, they got personal in that, I guess, training meeting. But I'm tired of those shits too. You know what I mean? Tired of hearing fucking players meetings and all of this shit. Like, nah. Like, I just want to see I just want to see good performance on Sunday, though. That's it. Like, I don't give a fuck about what meeting you guys had, who got chewed out, whatever, who did their fucking business decisions. I just want this week, you better fucking play like, you know what I mean? Like if you don't want nothing to get out from that meeting or whatever, like they say they want to keep it in house, bro. Just perform better, bro, or else, you know, you're probably going to be thrown under the bus by some teammate later on down the line. So I just think this weekend is going to be big, bro, because the team can, like we said, you know, the locker room was one of the things that I guess I thought was going to be, you know, together, because you see them together, you know what I mean? Everybody having a good time, dancing, fucking messing around. I don't even know if they're not together. It's like if they're not like a chemistry. I just think that whatever chemistry it is there, you keep losing like this, I don't give a fuck what chemistry was there before. That shit will go away right away.
Oh yeah. It's the negative effect, bro. It's like, I heard somebody saying that, like, I think they pumped it up too much, saying that the Raiders were going to win. The Raiders were going to win because of the win off of, one of the number one fucking teams It's been solid for the last at least good 4 years. You know what I mean? And in the Ravens and shit. In Baltimore and stuff like that. So. You know what I mean? So it's like we turn around and got all pumped up, like, yeah, da da da, we're gonna fucking win this, and we got fucking cooked. We were not ready or anything like that, but it happens. You gotta be humble. You gotta stay fucking nose to the ground and shit like that, and just keep grinding it out. You know what I mean? The wins are gonna come. And so are the losses. I literally said this shit. We're gonna win one, lose one, maybe win two, and then lose one. We're gonna go back and forth like that all fucking season, bro. So it's like. And even coach said too, like, right, there's a lot of things that people have selective hearing. They only hear what they want to hear. You know what I mean? Then they don't listen to the whole fucking thing. And then all of a sudden they're like, got a big old opinion about, oh, well, he said this, said that. No. He said it's going to be a learning process. He basically said we're going to win some and lose some. Like, he knows that. You know what I mean? So he knows that he wants, obviously, to go out there and fucking win. But
bro, if our offensive line clicks, bro, I just think it's gonna be a totally different story. Just because that right there, dog, the offensive line is going to do just like I don't think our run game is going to explode. That's not what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? That our run game is gonna explode or anything like that. But just our offensive line clicking is just going to allow us to be better on first down. You know what I mean? It don't matter if the guy is fucking, rushing for 100 yards, but as long as you're getting 2nd and 6, 3rd and 2, instead of 3rd and 8 and 3rd and 9 and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like once our offensive line clicks a little bit better, you know what I mean? Once our offensive line clicks more, I think that this team is gonna be better because, bro, I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what the fuck performance was there on Sunday, but the first 2 weeks show me that this defense does have a lot of shit to work on, and it's definitely not. I wouldn't say no top fucking 5, no top 10 even right now. You know what I mean? But the thing is that, like, in those 2 first games, I seen the potential to be there. You know what I mean? It's just that this last game has everybody on what I don't give a fuck what they did 2 weeks ago. It's like that shit show of a fucking performance. It don't matter. That overshadows everything.
So shout out Auntie with the $2, man. Appreciate you, Auntie. Question for the panel: how do you fix this team? Lots, a lot of.
Like I said,
bro, run the football for one.
I think it's mostly like if our offensive line could click, which I like Jackson Powers Johnson. I don't know why he's not in the starting lineup. You know what I mean? He's not hurt or like that, but I don't think Mumford is going to play this week. I know he's in the starting lineup as well, but it's just like I don't know if Mumford's going to be, because he went down pretty bad. You know what I mean? I don't think they have to, like. I just don't see him. I see them giving Glaze the shot this week, dog. So there might be 2 rookies out there.
There might be
2 rookies out there. So we'll see what they can do, bro. I just don't think that this offensive line could get any worse. You know what I mean? So it's like putting them in there. You know what I mean? This offensive line has been bad. You know what I mean? All the way around. You know what I mean? From our best offensive lineman on the team to our fucking worst, which they're not far apart right now. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just every single one of them hasn't performed at all.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. The new blood. If the old shit ain't working, fucking throw the new ones in there. Throw the babies in there.
You know what's crazy is I'm gonna agree with Gabe. I think that offensive line is gonna be the biggest fucking thing that's gonna change everything. That's a good point, because what's gonna happen is a trickle down effect. You can run the ball. If you can run the ball, then you keep the defense fucking playing fucking 8-9 fucking minutes. You know what I mean? And you can do that, give them a fucking breather. You know, get a little bit of fucking momentum. Maybe get a field goal, move the ball, time management. That'll help. Instead of having to come back and just having them sit back and just wait for you to throw every fucking pass. Easily double coverage fucking everybody, because they can just throw an extra guy up because they know that we got to catch up. We need to stay in the game, and the only way the way that's going to happen is with this offensive line. So I agree with you on that one, Gabe.
It's just a big glaring hole, dog, on our team right now. The offensive line has to do with a lot of our issues right now. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, other people are contributing to the issue as well. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But it's just I just think that part right there can help out a lot of this team, bro, because we could keep drives alive longer. You know what I mean? Which keeps our defense more fresh. You know what I mean? Which the run game is going to allow us to be able to open up the game a little bit more in the play action and shit like that. So it's like the offensive line is going to dictate a lot of our success, dog. If we can find a way to fucking get that shit clicking, I think I don't know if it's gonna be fucking, you know, super deep run in fucking the playoffs or whatever, anything like that, dog. But it's that if the offensive line gets clicking, we can make some noise.
Mm. Shout out Auntie because he asked a question right now. I'm gonna get to David right now. So it says, I'm annoyed over here that we're substituting our offensive line for every other play. How were they supposed to get used to the play if each other playing with each other if they're not on the field more than one play together? It's they're trying to get them. They're trying to get them ready, Auntie. It's not just one game. It's not just one play. It's, you know, it's a combination of everything. You're all right. You know what I mean? But, you know, I just think personally, bro, like they need a gel.
I think it's a plan to get JPJ into the starting lineup.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's just a plan to ease him in and not get him in there to be, you know, get him in there to like fucking play a whole game, because obviously I think they want to get him into, like, you know, they say fucking playing shape or whatever like that. You know what I mean? So it's like football shape. So it's like, and he's just coming off an injury where, you know, he was still kind of, I think that was still iffy, you know, last week. So I think he's going to get a bigger dose this week. But I think it's just eventually it's the plan to get into the starting role and get him actually being the, you know, the actual starting left guard or right guard for the fucking foreseeable future. I just think it's that first game and the Glaze shit. I don't think that was a fucking. I know the game before, I think that was more of being so bad with Whitehair to like the you know, fucking substituting it for Pete and then doing it again. You know what I mean? I just think that the play was so bad at that position. That's why they fucking. I just don't. I don't see anything good in those two guys. Fuck, man. I don't know. I was hoping better things out of fucking Whitehair. Pete, you know what I mean? Since the preseason I've been off of him, I thought he was going to get cut, but he didn't. But it's just like, I think it's the plan to get JPJ starting, bro. I think all of that movement and then the, you know, the Mumford injury was kind of what got Glazing.
They're using Whitehair as the Raider offensive line hole, bro. They just putting them. Yeah, anybody that plays bad.
It's everybody. I just think that the Whitehair is kind of being pointed out right now is because they're like,
yeah,
we expected JPJ to start. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't even put it too much on Whitehair because, I mean, nobody expected JPJ to get another concussion in preseason and shit like that. I think he was supposed to be the slated starters at the beginning, and Whitehair was supposed to be the backup. You know what I mean? It's just, Whitehair is what he is, dog. He's just a backup that had to start the season because of JPJ's injury.
Hey, Robert, man, more than Nelly, man. Appreciate the view. Thank you. But anyways,
keep them coming, brother.
Keep them coming, bro. So,
you guys didn't win either last week.
Yeah.
So pipe it down a little bit, and you didn't dominate us like you. I guess you think you did, but.
Simmer down a little, buddy. King David, the one we kind of started off talking about this whole thing, bro. King David, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Everybody has an opinion, but Gravy appreciate saying youngsters because Gravy's old, you know what I'm saying? So like he did appreciate that about the whole thing. But I get what you're saying, bro, but we've all been through the losses, bro, and we all want to see wins. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I get it. Getting your frustrations out and having your opinion, that's what we're here for. And we'll just talk it out and chop it up. No, I don't take it nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? You didn't like go after my family or anything like that or try to say anything. It's just
he has his opinion.
Yeah, he has your opinion, bro.
Just like
I'm not even
else.
Yeah. But yeah, we're good, bro.
People see football different. And then the bad thing about it is that the older crowd, and I guess like me and King over there, we see it differently than the newer people. But we're different because, you know, we know football and how it changes and how it evolves and does all this. These new people are just Madden guys. Oh, they're Madden. It's like this, and
stop knocking that in.
And the Madden, all this. Every play is like Madden.
Well, bro.
You could run a whole football game on Madden. You can't. No, you can't. So I understand what he means in the sense to where we're not negative. Again, I gotta say we're concerned on the things we point out the concerns of the things that are wrong with the team. We know what's good on this team. We point out the concerns, so it makes us sound negative. Yeah. But all we are is we want this fixed. We'll be better as a team if we get this fixed. And that's what you got to understand about this show. Or me, really, Gabe and Lowe always disagree with me, but I say what I say. About 99% of the time.
Nah, because every once in a while you give me props, bro. So like when you give me the props, then I'll agree with you.
But that's very rarely. That's the 1%.
I'll give you 2%. 2%.
But this we know football. We know football. We know how it's supposed to be run. It's been some things are the same way for football for 100 years. Like you have to run the ball. That's never changed. In 100 years of football, whoever runs the ball usually wins the Super Bowl. Not throwing the ball all around and shit. So,
well, I mean, there's so many different aspects of the game. Let's see if you really look at it. For right now, we need to run the ball. Our special team sucks. You know what I mean? How many missed field goals? I think
we've got the highest paid special team guys, and we're missing field goals.
Yeah,
we're putting the ball out of bounds at the 40. What's going on here? Everything that could go bad with this team is going bad.
Yeah,
but our expectations were so high of this team. Even I'm to blame. I seen it coming. We talked about this defense. I was to blame. This defense didn't look dope, and then they have their big flaws too. Yeah. I was reserved more on the offense because I knew we weren't going to be able to run the ball. I never been a Zeus guy. You guys know that. So yeah, King, that's a good question, King. Don't trip on that. Don't trip on that.
There's a lot of people that had a lot of look at what Oakland's doing right now. I don't think it's Al Davis. Al Davis was more of an innovator than anything. I mean, he did make a bad move with the whole John Gruden thing. I get that part, but Oakland's losing everything. The Oakland A's are going to Sacramento for 3 years. They're going to be the Sacramento A's, bro. I mean, it's going to be closer to me, so I can go watch a game or two. But I'm just saying. Yeah, but I'm just saying, though, like Oakland has a lot of fucking shit deals over there. It's not just them. You know what I mean? There's bunch of different stories. You can see that Oakland, the Raiders want to stay in Oakland. That was one of the things I was talking about. But also what I was trying to talk about as well was like we have to move on. You know what I mean? We get stuck in this. Well, this is what we used to be. This is what we used to be. It's a different game. It's a different time. You know what I mean? We've seen the losses. We've all been here. I've been around since since '83. You know what I mean? I seen that last Super Bowl. I was a kid, but still, though, you know what I mean? It's like we all seen it, and like we hope that we can get something better. We hope that everything moves forward. So this is just a place to vent. I get it, bro. So we don't take it personal. So we're just gonna keep on moving and try to see if we can get any positive moving forward, bro. That's all it is.
I just think it's fucking, to me, until we're fucking 1-3, 1-4, dog, then I'll start fucking. I start probably changing my mind totally, dog. But I really do think it was more of a case of overestimating your opponent last week. But until they prove me, until the Raiders fucking prove me wrong, it's like which it could happen this weekend, dog. You know what I mean? Because everybody's on that boat. You know, everybody's closer. Everybody seems to be on that boat more than where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna say that I think we're still gonna. I still think highly of this weekend. I still really do think we're gonna go in there and fucking perform to a surprise to a lot of people. Yeah. I don't care what people say. Like if they say you're just fucking blind, or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to ruin my fucking outlook on the weekend, dog. You know what I mean? Just to fucking, be fuck that shit. We're gonna win this weekend, and I really do believe in shit. So it might be fucking blind fucking optimism, but shit, regardless, I'm gonna be that way always.
They already pissed me off. They already pissed me off this season. Don't do it again.
So, talking about moving forward, because this is the review of what we're going to be seeing, and a couple questions came up. Let me see if I have them highlighted right here. It says, shout out John B. John B has a question. What do you guys think of the Adams presser and expectation? The Adams no expectations in the presser. From what I understand, he's just going through the motions, just like everybody. Everybody's down, bro. There's a bunch. I
think it's time for like them to stop talking. I just think it's like he's not trying to put no expectations on it, because you even see AP saying that this weekend, like he ain't gonna put in. Like he even said, like, you know what, I'm gonna watch my words. What he says now, he ain't gonna say, like, he even watched himself when he said, if you guys keep showing up, and we're gonna show up. He kind of caught himself. He was like, we're gonna show up. First we gotta show up before we show out. So it's just like they gotta stop talking about it and just do it. You know what I mean? It's like, what good is it gonna say? What good is it gonna be for him to be like, oh, my expectations are we're gonna be the number one offense in the fucking league? What is good if it, you know what I mean? If they perform like shit on Sunday. So it's like it's just putting your head down and fucking going to perform on Sunday. That's it. I don't give a fuck what he says. He could say fucking we're gonna be shit for the rest of the season, but if they perform good on Sunday, fuck it. Mm-hmm. It's just like I'm ready to see what their play is. I'm fuck what they're saying now, like, because they said everything right last week. You know what I mean? They had a good practice. That that they were fucking ready, like that you know what I mean? They shocked the world. So now they were, like everybody was saying that they were gonna win. So everything was being said right last week. So I'm tired of them even saying, like, if you would have said something, right, what would have been? We would have been excited. Would we have been more excited if you would have said, "Oh, our offense is gonna be number one"? No, right?
Yeah, well, nobody's gonna listen to it anyways.
So somebody will. Somebody would have.
I'm just ready for the execution. Now, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck what they say now in the things. Like, obviously, you want them to say the right things, obviously, but that shit's like, it's just like on deaf ears now, dog. Like, we want to see you go out there and perform, because last week, that's the reason why I went out there to the home opener, because you fucking were saying, this and that. You know what I mean? You guys show up. If you guys show up, we're gonna make sure we show up and show out. You know what I mean? That's what I heard. You know what I mean? So. Just ready for the fucking game on Sunday, though.
Yeah, me too. Shout out Jack Cannon.
This is what I think. I think this team is a team that probably is gonna, like, I don't want to say let you down, but what's another word for that? But less go through the emotions, kind of. You know what I mean? And then at the right time, it's gonna pop. And then it's gonna be like joint game 8, 9. If we just hang in there just a little bit, then it's gonna explode, and then people ain't gonna be able to stop us. And then it's gonna prove everybody right. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm hoping that too, because I mean it is a first time with a lot of coaches. You know what I mean? It's the first season with a lot of new coaches. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not going to put that as an excuse either, but if they could tread water, because if they keep playing like this, it don't matter how fucking, you know what I mean? If they start off in game 9, they're going to just be too far behind the 8 ball. You know what I mean? But if they could tread water till like that week and it does pop, like you say, then hell yeah, that'll be good, because you get going at the right time. You know what I mean? Later on in the season. But it's just right now we gotta start getting better every week. You know what I mean? Which I thought we were on the track of that after week 2. You know what I mean? But week 3 just put a stop to all of that shit.
They downgraded.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I'm saying,
I don't want to mess up the show or anything, but Raina's going. My daughter, she's going to go see midget wrestling. Did you know there was such a thing called midget wrestling?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna go watch it.
What's up? Yeah, I've seen midget wrestling, man. That shit's dope. What are you talking about?
You seen it? Where you seen it?
Have I seen it? Yeah. I've seen it. Like I've just seen it in person, but I've seen midget wrestling. You know what I mean?
Did you participate in it, or were you?
Calm down. You'd be like the tallest midget out of all of us, bro. Relax.
You little dude, all you little dude.
Anyways, I just saw his changes in the offense when Ed O'Connell came in. The Panthers were not running the prevent defense. They were still running 5-6 man fronts, and they were still blitzing. Yeah, but it was kind of downtime. I get that part, and I appreciate him doing what he does. But man,
what he's saying is that like basically it's not gonna change because O'Connell comes in, bro. It's gonna be more of the same because defenses are not going to be like, oh, O'Connell's in. We're not gonna fucking put 8 men in the box now. Like, no, they're gonna probably put 9. They're probably put 9.
Yeah,
he's not mobile. You know I mean? He's not mobile. They're gonna blitz him.
Yeah,
I mean that's over exaggerated. They're gonna put 9, but like what I'm saying is like, you know what I mean? They're not gonna do that shit just because O'Connell comes in. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like I just think that until this offensive line gets better and we actually see what Minshew can do when we're not blaming the offensive line, when we're like, hey, you know what? This offensive line played good enough. You know what I mean? If you don't see good play behind center, you know what I mean? When the offensive line say gets it clicking this weekend and you still see the same type of performance, then yeah, I see that. Then I can see how fucking let's bring in AOC. You know what I mean? The fucking offensive line is finally clicking, and it seems like Minshew's not coming along. So. But until that happens, dog, why do you want to put in the young kid, dog? Like, I know that they're not much difference in age, but Aiden already, I think, lost some of his confidence from losing the starting job this year, dog. Yeah. Like, why do you want to kill him even more, dog, with that bad of an offensive line?
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Hey, shout out AP DDT, man. He just gifted 5 Raider Nation Live memberships, man. I appreciate you for that shit, bro.
Let it go, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for that, man. So, you guys, man, there's 5 more memberships right there, so you guys can get all the content, whatever we put out. Usually live Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, right after the game in the evening, man. But appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you. It's always a pleasure, man, helping you guys, helping everybody out, and everybody helping each other out, man. It's cool. It's cool. So shout out AP DDT, man. Appreciate you, bro.
And this is definitely not me saying that Minshew's the answer. It's just like I just don't want to put in Aiden right now when it's this bad on behind center, though. Like you're just gonna I just think it's gonna be worse off. Not worse off, like as in play. Maybe you get the same type of play, but what are you gonna do? Like, who are you gonna turn to after that? You know what I mean? Who the fuck are you gonna turn to after that? If Aiden don't, if with the offensive line that bad, who are you gonna turn after if Aiden don't perform? Because I think that's what's gonna happen. Because like this offensive line is gonna get Aiden killed. So who are you gonna put in after that? Fucking Jacoby Myers?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think there's any quarterback you could throw out there that's being safe with this offensive line, bro.
Nah, I mean, see, that's a big fucking truth right there. Regardless, whatever, because if you look at what Gardner Minshew did last year, he really didn't have an offensive line. He had a decent defense, had no running game until fucking what's the name came back, and then that's when they started actually doing the thing.
I'm just saying, like, I think Aiden's gonna get a chance maybe this week. Maybe Aiden not this week. I said maybe Aiden gets a chance this year, but why do you want to put him in now when the offensive line looks like this?
Mm-hmm. I think one of us said it, or I know I didn't say it, but it was either one of you two guys. You said, like, you know what I mean, because the offensive line, you know, before we even started, it'll be kind of pointless to have him start. So actually, we're seeing kind of like, I don't know who said it. It was either one of you two guys that said that, like, because he's a statue, this offensive line isn't going to be working well together. You know what I'm saying? And it's a new system and all that stuff. So it's like, you know, he's going to be worse than it, because in this system, you have to be able to move with the line, and the only one that's going to actually have.
It could be this game too. It could be this game.
I don't think they're gonna be.
It could be. It could very well be this game. But what I'm just saying is that, like, why do you want to do it now when, like, the offensive line looks like this? If the offensive line looks good in the first half and Minshew plays like shit, okay, put Aiden in the second half. But what I'm just saying is that, like, with the play that we had in these last 3 games with our offensive line, Aiden would have not done any better. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That basically that's how I'm trying to sum it up. Like with the offensive line's play in the last 3 games, Aiden wouldn't have done any better. That's all I'm saying.
He's not saying that Aiden's better. He's saying either way, one of the two still would have been the win. And I don't even think that Minshew is playing bad. It's not. Minshew's probably gonna get the blame for it, but he's gonna probably be the one taken out, and it's gonna make everybody happy. But if you keep this line together the way it is, you're gonna see what'll happen to Aiden O'Connell. You're gonna see his mobility stick out like a sore thumb.
I think you were saying something along the lines that you said if Aiden starts and they pull him out, he'll never play another down in the NFL.
He won't.
So that's So
he's not. Aiden's not a NFL. To me, he's not an NFL quarterback. He has the throws. He's like Minshew, and go in there and save. He's one of those guys. He's not a game changer, take over, type guy to me.
Minshew hearing footsteps, that could be a thing too. But I mean, if Minshew hears the footsteps, at least he'll move. Yeah. Aiden won't. That's the whole thing. Like,
we're gonna see.
But I know what you're talking about though too.
That could all change this week, dog. Like our offensive line hits it on anything. Like, you know what I mean? I just think that. I mean, I don't expect our offensive line to be night and day, but I do expect them to play better just because I know they've been on the fucking. I know they've been getting chewed out, dog, because I know what they've been putting on film. So I know that they've been fucking. So aren't you tired of hearing it? Come on, man. Like let's fucking go. We gotta fucking go out there and fucking you gotta be able to move another man against his fucking will, dog. That's it. You gotta just want it more. The fucking offensive line. That's what it is about being an offensive lineman, dog. You gotta be fucking grinding. And that's what I think that JPJ might give us in the middle. Like hopefully that's what JPJ gives us in the middle, dog. Because he did, like last week, I did see a little bit of that, and it wasn't even that much. I think it was like 26 snaps. I think he got. So it's like I think with a more dose of him, and in there and just getting the feel of it more, I think he's gonna be a good one, though. I think JPJ is gonna be a good one, and he's gonna help out a lot in the middle because we were hurting in the middle too. And I'm not saying that he's gonna be like fuck, bro. Like he just needs to shore it up a little bit. Like even last week, he even helped out James on a couple. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just I just want to see our offensive line do better, and I just think that it's gonna surprise a lot of people. Though I think people are gonna be like, okay, if our offensive line can play like that, then Zamir doesn't have to be a fucking a rushing champion. You know what I mean? Then all he has to do is, just move the fucking sticks when you can, dog, on 3rd and 2. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to pick up those fucking first downs. You know what I mean? Like it's already too many, so early in the season where he can't. They haven't even called his number, or when he has been called onto, he can't get a 3rd and 1 or a 3rd and 2. That's bad, bro. That's the fucking worst part of it. Like okay, like your average is low or whatever, like on 1st and 2nd down, but when you've been called on to even get those short yardage ones, like even 4th and 1 where he couldn't get that one, like it's just that's bad. Like it's fucking that's what's been making him even look worse, bro. Because if you're able to pick up those and move the sticks, a lot of people are gonna remember those type runs more than a 2-yard run in the first quarter. You know what I mean? A lot of people are gonna remember you picking up a big first down in the 3rd quarter, like on 3rd and 1 or a 4th and 1. People are gonna remember those runs more, but he hasn't even been able to do that shit, and that's what's got him, like that's what has him at like Zamir so bad right now.
Jesus Christ, King David, you're getting worse, bro.
I think JPG at center, and Parham and Glaze next to him. So this is the way I'm looking at the offensive line. I think it's going to work. Shout out Raider Alex, bro. I was watching some of his film today. If you don't know who Raider Alex is, go. He has a YouTube channel. He does a lot of voiceover work and great editing. So he does, he speaks about like what's going on as far as the certain plays that JPJ was in, and also Glaze. So Glaze, when they were both in together, they were knocking shit out. So them two young guys on the right-hand side, man, I don't mind it. If you got Parham and you want Parham to actually go somewhere, I think you should go over there, have a little bit more confidence on the left side next to James, get Whitehair out of there because Parham could play left, center, and right fucking guard. So for me, I think that'll kind of be the better fucking way to go. Just me looking at it and let these rookies do what they got to do. And if Gardner can move, so you know what I mean. JPJ was very effective, bro. I seen him actually getting on a couple blocks, pushing off of them, make sure that was clear, and then he went and hit some other players, man. It's a really, really good breakdown, man. Go to Raider Alex's channel, and he has a lot of video on it. So me personally, bro, like I think if we do that, it'll be dope. Chavez, what up? What up? Pyro, what up, bro? Salute to you guys, man.
Glaze gave up a sack. I did see that shit, but I just think that like, bro, he was one of those guys. I think they prepared JPJ to play snaps. You know what I mean? Obviously, JPJ is going to be getting those snaps too, but like, I think the preparation was different last week to like JPJ was assured of like he was going to get playing time that week. Glaze wasn't unless of an injury. You know what I mean? Barring injury, and I think that's why they moved him in. I just think that on that where he did give up a sack, I think he is going to get a lot better at that. I think that the communication was bad on that. You know, like he wasn't able to pass off. Like I think it was Sanjit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sanjit for breaking it down. You know what I mean? Like he showed like where he didn't pass off the tackle and the guard from the inside kind of they stunted. He didn't get it. You know what I mean? So he wasn't able to pass off the guy like on time. But I think that he was able to get his the initial punch and stop the initial guy. But I just think that with time, I think, and then with a whole preparation week, which I don't think is going to be perfect, but I think you're going to see a cleaner performance from Glaze. You know what I mean? More prepared to come in and actually perform. I just think that it's going to be a big week for these two rookies, bro. Like it's these two rookies. Shit, I know they're only rookies and all of that shit, but hey, man, like this offensive line has been struggling. Like these guys can actually come in and be like a big reason why we could turn it around. You know what I mean? Because that's a big that's a big hole in our team, and I know it's putting a lot on the rookies' plate. But hey, man, like hopefully that they do something, bro, because that's what I'm hoping on. You know what I mean? I'm hoping big time on JPJ, but if Glaze could come in and hey, I like Mumford, but if he could come in and not give up that spot, that's the best that would be the best news, dog, because that means he'd be doing good.
Yeah. Shout out APDT. He says not to start any shit or make any hot takes or clickbait, but I heard JPJ didn't want to play with the rest of this O-line. That's crazy, thinking one player holds himself out of a play because of our O-line. Yeah. I don't.
I think that's clear.
Let him say that. Let him say that. Let that go around to the other offensive lineman. He'll get his ass. He'll get popped for you.
I know. I kind of know for a fact, dog. Like if he were to if that were to even be like a hint of that, he ain't getting in the game at all.
Yeah.
If there is even a hint of like, oh, you don't want to go out there right now? All right, motherfucker, you ain't gonna go into the rest of the fucking season. You're gonna be on the fucking practice squad. You're gonna get shut down or something. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. Like I just don't see it happening. You call me blind to that too, but that's definitely not true. I'm 99.9% probably fucking like that's how fucking sure I am, dog.
That's a me attitude. It's not me. Yeah. Football's not me. It's we.
Yeah, I heard
especially on that side of the ball. Offensive lineman. Who are you? Who are you to judge what you do or not?
Yeah.
There's backups there. There's backups there. The third stringers will go over there and punk your ass.
Yeah, there's no way, bro. Like I just can't from a rookie, no fucking way. Like, and that's even the most thing. Like, I don't see that from a fucking rookies. Like being to say that, oh, I don't want to play with this rest of this offensive line and then still get playing time in that game.
Yeah,
no fucking way.
Take a position for a starter. That's because that's a cause for the team meeting earlier this week. I see what you're saying. I don't think that's it, bro. Team meeting, it was just like, I think there are too many kumbayas. I think that's what it is. And people were saying how they feel, stuff like that. I think it's just time to play ball. Like, overall, you guys, like, I said this shit too last week, man. They all know what the fuck they're doing, bro. Like, this is a fucking team sport. If it's zone, if it's this, that, and the third, the professionals, they should make it fucking work. You know what I mean? So it's like, but the other people in front of you, it's like management, bro. Your management got to set you up for fucking, for success. And then, but you got to follow through. If you get all the fucking tools and everything that you fucking need to get a job done and you don't use the tools right, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to be replaced. And that's where it really, really comes down to. You know what I mean? So it's like your management has to set you up. And I think what they're trying to do is manage this team together and get it to the point to where we can be successful. One of the biggest things that on C6 asked was, what's going to fix this team? It's going to be the offensive line, bottom line.
For me, yeah, it's offensive line.
And I agree with you, Gabe. I completely agree. Because if the offensive line gets better, guess what happens? Zeus might get some running yards. Matson might get some runs. Everybody's saying that Lobby's going to be this guy. Lobby might get some runs, or Lube, or whatever the fuck his name is. He might even Britton Brown, if he's still on the fucking team, could kind of come out and get fucking 100-yard games. Joking. But what I'm saying is, sister, hey, bro, you never know.
Get out of fantasy land, Lo.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Oh, sorry. But I'm, it's a good fucking point though, bro. It's like the offensive line.
Good point, but wrong player, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Though. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Brown could get 100 yards.
And what do you think about the notion of fitting Max against like protecting Max against himself?
Well, if you look at it right now, the injury Wednesday, Thursday, he did not participate. When he was on the show, he didn't participate. You seen him out there, he was a shell of himself a little bit because he really couldn't go. He had that big ass brick on his arm, on his fucking ankle. He's slowing down. He's getting older, bro. He's been through the league. He's done whatever he's had to do, bro. He's injured. And he's still trying to be the fucking heart of the team, bro.
26.
He's still a kid. I'm not gonna put. He's still a kid. Shit, like
he's still He got a solid 4 to 5 years left. Good, solid 4 to 5 years.
I just think it's a certain.
He got like fucking 8 or 9 years left.
I would say.
Hey,
but
go ahead.
I would say the only thing is that, like, if it didn't get worse, you know what I mean? Like, I'm putting him out there because I just don't believe in, like, if you're able to go out there, bro, and help your team out or whatever, like, I understand, like, if he's hurting the team, if somebody behind him was, going to actually play better than what he played last week. I understand he didn't play to, like, how he didn't play, like, max, up to his standard, but he's still, who are you going to put in? Tyree Wilson?
Snowed in.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't. And you just hear AP in his press conferences and shit like that. Like they're preparing. He's playing this week. Like
mm-hmm.
He's like, he's preparing. Like he's playing this week. You know what I mean? Because it's just Max. Max ain't gonna sit down, though. It's just not gonna happen. I just don't. The
only thing, Gabe, that'll make that injury better is just rest.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. It can't get worse.
I just don't
can't
see
get worse.
I don't see him do it. I don't see Max.
And he's not gonna do that.
No.
He's not gonna rest it. So he's gonna be in pain or half-ass all season. So one of the bye week's gonna help, but this is a game where he could have. The last game was he could take him out early.
If we would have performed.
Now you need him.
Exactly. We would have performed. This could have been a game to be like, okay, get better. Like maybe get better. But I mean, because you have a little bit more faith in the defense. You know what I mean, and all of that shit, and just the whole team as a whole. But after that performance, dog, I just don't see. That's another reason why I don't see Max sitting. There's no way I see Max sitting after a fucking after they lose like that on their home opener, and then they're back at home the next week. I don't see him. No fucking way I see him sitting, bro. After that performance last week, I could see him embarrassed like last week. I seen him embarrassed in the after the fucking game when they were interviewing him. You could tell that they were embarrassed, bro. So I just don't see him like. I mean, obviously you would want him to play to get better, dog. Like, and if he could, like, that would be the ideal situation. Sit him, and hopefully he can get healthy. You know what I mean? But I just don't. After that performance last week, after it's just, I just can't see it.
Yeah. So talking about players in and out, let's go to the injury report real quick because I mean. Well, for what we're talking about, I'm just going to put this full on the screen real quick.
God damn.
What's up?
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah. So we're looking at Max Crowd. Let me see if I can zoom it in a little bit more. Let me see real quick.
I see it good.
Well, I'm saying for everybody else. So there you go. Cool. Right there. All right. So we're going to look at it real quick. So you got Max Crosby right here in the building. Ankle did not participate. Divine Diablo. Divine did not participate. Thayer Munford did not participate. Cole Miller shoulder, but he had full practice. DeCamerion Richardson, nothing. Tyree and also Wilkins, both knees, participated full practice. Michael Mayer, personal, and did not practice on Thursday. So, and also Mwaga and Devontae Adams, light practice. So he's getting a little bit older, so I'm not really too worried about DA, to be honest with you. But the biggest thing is going to be Max Crosby.
What about for Cleveland?
Cleveland is crazy. I was looking at this shit when we were talking. Look at this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them out of those 16 did not practice.
Did not practice.
Did not practice. Conklin was the offensive line. Light practice.
Yeah, their offensive line is beat up. Their offensive line
very beat up. Very beat up. Yeah. Cohen, light practice. You know what I mean? Running back, Jerome Ford, light practice. There's Mike Ford, like I don't know who that is, but Myles Garrett, foot, Achilles, and thigh did not practice, light practice. That's going to be a strong thing that he's probably not even going to play. So you see all these guys that didn't. There's another running back, Pierre Strong. Their defensive end is not fucking the thighs.
Damn, they got Jerry Jeudy. I didn't know they had Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy, yeah. Jerry Jeudy.
I know that Myles Garrett went to go see, had an MRI on Monday, and then I know that they're saying that his it has gotten worse because it was before it was only like I guess his calf or something like that, so it has moved up to like his fucking thigh and shit like that.
Yeah,
and knees, so like it's moving up his whole leg. But I mean, he still went limited practice today, dog. Like you see him not practice yesterday, limited practice. So I think he's gonna try to give it a go. It's just how him too. Like I think we're gonna have, the same case. You know what I mean? Where Max is probably gonna be limited, in the game, and so is Myles Garrett. You know what I mean? They're both gonna. I think both star fucking, pass rushers are gonna be limited for each team. So no excuses, man.
Yeah.
I would be more concerned with the Achilles than I would anything. Because if your calf is out, then your Achilles goes right.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're out.
Yeah.
Out. And he's at the age where he could be shut down.
So, yeah.
Max is going to play, bro. Max is going to play.
Yeah. I think that a lot of these guys are going to play, but they're not going to play a lot of snaps. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those games, man. It's going to be one of those games. So for me, man, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. Man, like we said, Max is going to play, but I would rather have him not play. I'd rather have him just take it, fucking chill, see what else anybody can fucking do, see if Tyree can get anything going. You know what I mean? See some stuff like that because we need him for the long run. It's barely going to be the fourth game, and he's already kind of on a tweaked ankle. He needs about a good 2 weeks of rest of that. Now another thing too is you guys are going to see a lot of fucking Max Crosby him being on there with no fucking practice. All he's doing is getting massages and fucking stretching shit out. You know what I mean? Even that could even fucking hinder him. But then say
I know
he
that.
turns around.
I know that last week after the game, though, he also said that like it's hurting. It's a high ankle sprain, but it didn't get any worse during the game. So like, he did expect most likely to get treatment all week this week, but I just see him. That's the only way he's gonna get better. Though, like treatment. I mean, I would say rest, but I just don't. I don't see him. I don't see Max being, bro. You don't want to take a fucking playoff. You know what I mean? It's like I don't see him wanting to take a game off and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the pain tolerance. It's the pain tolerance. Yeah, that shit hurts. Bro. It hurts.
Yeah.
So,
but see, one of the biggest things that like it's conditioning, right?
He had an infection in his elbow. He had an infection
in his knee,
growing in his knee, dude. So that don't hurt, bro. Sorry, Lo, go ahead.
So no, all I was gonna say was like anybody that's conditioning all week long and then they're fucking stretching out and doing all this stuff, running, getting that sweat, getting the fucking body moving, stuff like that. When you stop doing that, you're gonna see an effect. You're gonna see them a little bit fucking weaker. They're gonna get fucking winded faster because they're not still doing that. You know, even those guys, these guys are actually out there. You know, they take care of their bodies, their health, their their food, everything. You know, their regiment, stuff like that. When you take somebody out of the regiment and try to give them the same, you're expecting the same fucking kind of production with somebody's not doing what they normally do to get that production, you're not going to see it. So that's what I'm saying. I'd rather sit them with the team that's kind of so, especially with Watson playing like shit. Let these other guys get in there, let them get banged up, do whatever, get that rest so you can be here moving forward. Because if he turns around and goes and tweaks it because he wasn't stretched out right, he didn't have a lot of good blood flow going and moving a lot, you know what I mean? Then what, he's going to be out for 6 weeks, some shit like that. I'd rather him
hurt him all season, bro.
Yeah, then he's going to be out all season. And then what the fuck? Then the whole team.
The injury, you know the injury's going to last all season.
Oh yeah, of course it is. But yet at the same time, if you get some kind of rest, you're going to get some rest, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
To buy for it. The bye week.
He comes out this game though and gets fucking 3 sacks, then we're gonna be like, shit, man, what the fuck you got there?
I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad at him at all.
No, but I just think that this week though it's gonna be tough, bro, because I just think that they're gonna try to prove something. You know what I mean? I know they're gonna try to go out there and be. I think they're gonna give more energy. I mean, is it gonna account to a win? I think so, but I still think it's gonna be tough because I don't think, like I said, I don't think we're in the business of saying that we're gonna blow out anybody or we're gonna guarantee a win. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be a tough game because they do have a good defense, but I think we have the ability to beat this team. I just think it's gonna be the offensive line and how good can they, like, if Myles Garrett is limited, you can't let him do shit. If Myles Garrett is limited, dog, and he's not 100% and he's still balling out, then damn, we're fucking in. We're in for a long fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're gonna get a good lesson.
Yeah, if we're able to nullify him at all during this game, dog, I think we can have a good. We could end up doing something good on offense. I just think we're gonna play better, but. We'll see.
And this cannot be the rejuvenation of fucking Watson's fucking career right now.
Hey, how about Watson saying that he don't want to be a running back now? What do you think about that? Like, is that gonna cause any like problems with them or anything like because I guess Watson was said after the game, he's saying that he ain't no damn running back. He didn't say it like that, but he said he ain't no running back. He's tired of the drawn up quarterback run plays and shit like that.
If I'm giving you $250 million guaranteed, you're gonna do what I fucking say. Tell you that for damn sure.
Yeah, but he like what I mean is like you don't ever really hear like you hear that type of shit like if you don't want to run, you hear that type of shit being left in house. You know what I mean? Him talking out with his offensive coordinator or his coaches, but like him saying it in a fucking interview, like do you make anything of that or just fucking? I mean, he could say whatever the fuck he wants because it is guaranteed money. So what the fuck are they gonna do? You know what I mean? So it's like it's just cut me. Yeah, it's just like the thing is like he can say that shit like that's. But what do you make? Do you make anything of it, or what do you think?
Make of it a typical Deshaun Watson shit. You know, that's what Cleveland had coming. He was in a worse situation when he got there. It's their fault for giving him that type money, and Cleveland's getting what they deserve. But you don't say that at all in a locker
Yeah,
room or out in the open. Whatever you was playing, Gabe, and somebody
yeah, he
said
said
that.
that shit.
I don't want to. I don't want to be
Yeah, I
hitting
know. That's
this.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you said, I'm not a
Boy,
running back. I don't want no. Like he's tired of the fucking the plays, like the drawn up plays for him to run the plays to run.
because he gets paid a lot of money, bro. He think he's an asset, a walking gem of an asset. No, Lamar Jackson don't say that. You know,
Yeah, I just think that this is
he
gonna
gets paid.
be.
He gets paid half the money Deshaun Watson. Overpaid,
I mean,
big mouth, still in trouble, still doing stupid shit. Typical guy.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that if we were able to do that to the shot, like I know we by no means we like completely stop the like Lamar Jackson, dog, but we can. This guy ain't no Lamar Jackson either. You know what I mean? So if we can have that type of game plan and play with that type of fucking, just with that, because they also don't have a fucking, well, they don't over there they don't have a fucking a King Henry either. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think that it's they I mean, obviously, what's his name? Ford is he's cool. You know what I mean? But it's just that they should be able to not run that same type of defensive game plan, because obviously there's that's why there's film and shit, and coaches are gonna make adjustments, and Cleveland's gonna make their adjustments to also to that shit too, like because they're gonna watch that game film that the Raiders played against Baltimore and shit like that. But I just think that type of like just grit that we had in that game, dog, like to not give up, like be down 10 points twice, you know what I mean, and still have the, you know what I mean, the just the will to come back, bro, after that, like still come back, still get crucial stops in the end, you know what I mean, even though like you were down 10, like still in those fourth quarters get those crucial stops. I just think if you have that type of performance out of the defense and that type of like just effort, bro, I think we're gonna be able to be in a good position to win this game.
Yeah.
This game took a lot of those points away. Gabe. This game, the last game, I hate to bring it back up, but
No,
they
for
lost
sure.
cool
Yeah,
points with me. They lost cool points with me, bro, big time.
but I just think that if you take it back, like, and it's just turn the page, bro. You got to go back to what worked. You know what I mean?
that.
And like in week 2, you got to have that type of game plan. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if Andy Dalton just has their fucking number or what the fuck it is, bro. But I just think that it's fuck Deshaun Watson. He ain't gonna do shit this week.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a massage on Saturday night. He ain't gonna be able to make the game.
Hey, shout out APDDT, man, with another fucking 5 memberships, man. That's 10 for the show already, man. I appreciate you, brother.
That makes our show grow, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. It's really, really appreciated, bro.
Hey,
So,
DP14 edits. What's cracking, man? Yeah, that's the homie hit me up. He does some clean edits, man. He does some edits and shit like that on football, like that. He has a page on YouTube too. He does,
oh shit!
yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to
Oh
shout
yeah,
out
I
to him.
see him. He
Yeah.
sent me something too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he possibly sent me something. I'm not bro sure. Let me double check. I think I did see something from him.
I feel special when I get stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's just, I think it's gonna be a better overall football game this week, though, because last week was, I mean, shit, bro. It's not saying much, you know what I mean? But because I mean, anything is gonna be better effort than last week, you know what I mean? So it's just we have to be able to execute this week, like we and the fucked up thing is that the discipline's there.
Mhm.
The discipline is there, as in, like, you know what I mean? Like, as in penalty wise, we're still the number one in the league. We still have the least amount in the league. You know what I mean? It's just that it's just everywhere else, bro. Like the offensive line, the running backs, you know what I mean? Receivers dropping the ball, like the rush defense. You know what I mean? I just think it's all trickled down. You know what I mean? Once I think the offensive line gets right, I think like it's gonna trickle down too. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna see better performance out of everywhere else, dog, because you're gonna see the defense have to be out there less. You know what I mean? And just be fresher out there, dog. Like, and it's just that always helps out a defense.
I'll take 2-2 right now. I'll take 2-2 record right now. I'll be happy with 2-2 right now.
2-2 going to Denver after we beat them 10 times. I just think that could be another good position, bro. Like, and that's gonna be another good learning. Like, that's gonna be another good, you know what I mean? Okay, if we do win this weekend, that's gonna be another one of those. Okay, we went through this in week 3. We can't have another letdown. If we go 2-2 and we look like anywhere semi decent in the offense this week, and our defense comes back, you know what I mean? Like, we can't have another letdown in week 5.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like, it's just like I'm obviously getting ahead of myself because we have to fucking do everything we can to win this game on Sunday. But like, I'm just saying, if we go 2-2, we can't have another. That's gonna be another fucking test for this team, dog, because we've already failed that shit early. So we have to fucking retake. It's gonna be like a retake type shit if we win this week. Like, you can't just go play some teams that, you know, preseason. I would say, you know, Cleveland looks not maybe that good as they thought they were gonna be, you know, the preseason type shit. But I just think that it's like that's still a better defense in the league. You know what I mean? That's still a team with weapons. You know what I mean? So like, if you beat a team like that, it's still gonna be a good win. If we can find a way to win this week, regardless of how Cleveland has looked this week, this year, or whatever, I just think it's gonna be a good win if you can pull off this win this week, dog. Like, obviously, you know what I mean? Any win's a good win, especially coming off of last week.
What's Cleveland's record, Gabe? You know what that is?
I think they're 1-2 too. Yeah, we're both 1-2.
Yeah, Cleveland's 1-2 as well. Yeah. No, I know. I have a strong feeling, bro, that what we're gonna do is, like, I've been saying this shit since earlier. We're gonna win one, lose one. I think we're gonna take this one. It's gonna be probably ugly if Adams doesn't play. Shout out Josh saying that Adams might not play and Max might not play because they didn't participate. I have a feeling Max will, and I have a feeling I think they're both gonna play unless it's something major. So
you ain't got no raps, babe.
Yeah.
I have a joint right here.
Brock is healthy, but no concussion, nothing. He's good. He's good to go. Yep. So for me, man, I'm ready for it.
What's wrong with Adams? What's wrong with Adams now? Butt hurt or what?
Yeah,
they say it's a time break, but I think it's just like more rest.
Yeah.
Rest before the fucking this game and shit. But I think if you even get like a limited practice out of him tomorrow, if you don't practice tomorrow, then I can see that he don't play. You know what I mean? But Max, I could see, like last week, he didn't practice all week. I could still see him playing Sunday. But if you don't see like Adams, if you don't see Adams at least out there like limited practice tomorrow, I don't know, man. We might not see him out there this week.
You ain't practice all week. You didn't practice all week.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
If you watch this podcast, he turned around and said that he felt crazy because he couldn't practice all week last week neither.
Did he not practice this week? Was Adams not practice, or did it say
limited? DP?
Light practice.
So he limited practice today. Yeah, he'll play. Yeah. If he limited practicing today, yeah, he'll play. As long as he gets any practice time in, he's playing.
You're gonna get some work. You need to get some work in. Get some work in this game.
So like on Wednesday, it was not listed. Who wasn't listed? Mayer, Muaga. Those guys were not listed, so it didn't show anything. obviously, Richardson's completely out. Mumford's did not participate, and Devontae Adams light practice. So, I'm not worried about it.
I think you're gonna get I think you're still gonna get news tomorrow on both of them, Max and Da. I think it's gonna be. I think most other guys that are going to be out or playing, you'll hear tomorrow. But I think in the case of Max and Da, you're not gonna get a clear answer tomorrow. I think with them, regardless, you're gonna get a game time decision.
Yeah. Shout out Joel, man. Joel, man, would you keep Parham at right guard or move him back to left guard now that JPJ is coming?
I just say you move JPJ to where he feels more comfortable right now because he's the younger dude. Like, I just think Parham should be able to be more comfortable in moving either way.
Yeah, same here. I would say like I wouldn't mind Parham at the left guard, and then left guard with Colton because Colton's doing his thing. Those guys have been together for a while. Let the rookies Glaze and JPJ get that right side and just go from there.
No. Would you want both of them on the same side though?
Okay.
I don't know. That's scary. That's scary.
I would put them both in the game together. I would put them both in the game, but I would have JPJ at left.
Alternate, like JPJ at left next to Colton, and then Glaze next to who's the other or next to Parham?
Yeah, I'm good with both rookies on the right side. I mean, shit, what do we got to lose, bro? What do we really got to lose?
Parham's been playing right guard. He's been playing there.
The only reason I don't say I don't say low because I think that they might be worse or whatever. I just think that they're young, real young, and I think that they're young in this scheme too, dog. So where I think they're gonna need those guys next to them for that help, for that communication, that help, that pre-snap type of fucking like calling out the protection and all this, especially in this zone scheme, dog. Like you have to have a veteran like next to you that knows this like fucking type of shit. I think that it's been in the league a little bit longer to help these guys out because they're both next to each other. Imagine they're asking each other questions and they'll be like, "What the fuck do I do here? I don't know." Like, what the fuck do we do? You know what I mean? So it's like, but also, they should be prepared. They should be prepared.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're prepared. They're professional.
I'm just saying it's like, what I'm just saying is that like, damn, dog, like that's scary to have two rookies next to each other. I would probably want like them one next to another. You know what I mean? One next to.
So one next to
Colton. That could get ugly, low. That could get ugly, low.
Well, Gravy, okay, hold up. You just finished saying earlier, let the rookies do their thing, but now you're saying it's going to get ugly. And then you look at Glaze.
What position?
Listen, everybody was shitting on Glaze when we picked him. He turned around, came in out of fucking nowhere, gave up one sack to Aiden O'Connell. Didn't give a fucking sack up to fucking Gardner Minshew. So that's the thing, and that was because Aiden O'Connell's fucking slow. And this was garbage time as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they just fucking put two guys extra. JPJ was in that whole thing as well. But you just finished saying let all the young guys do the thing, but now you're saying no. Now it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah,
no,
but let me explain. Not right next to each other.
Yeah,
they're going to be next to each other.
You better learn. You got to learn today, bro.
Nah, you're going to learn, and then you're not going to be saying, "Oh, he gave up one sack." They're going to.
Okay,
each of them are going to give up 5-6 sacks.
Okay, answer this question. When you look at the film, or if you watch the film, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not being fucking an asshole. But if you watched it, he played on the right side. He didn't play on the left side. JPJ.
But he wasn't with Glaze.
What do you mean he wasn't with Glaze?
He wasn't with Glaze there. Mumford was there till he got hurt.
Mumford was out after the second fucking series, bro.
I didn't see him he wasn't there with Glaze by himself.
Gravy.
Mumford
went out early.
He did play with Glaze. He did play with Glaze on something. I just think that it was limited though because he did only get 26 snaps. But
yeah,
I just think that it's like I don't know, man. And together,
we're lucky. We're lucky something bad didn't happen.
I think were they both on the play? No, they were both. They both weren't on the play. Parham, it was Parham and Glaze on that side when they gave up the sack. I just think, or I think so. If I'm not, if I'm,
JPJ.
but I just think I don't know, bro. Like to start them off, I wouldn't like you say, like throw them in there or whatever, you know, let them learn today. But damn, you let them learn. But you know what I mean? Let them learn what like when like I think they'll feel more comfortable being able to be next to a guy like that, to where they're comfortable.
We're bitching about Whitehair anyway, so throw JPJ on that side and then put Glaze next to Parham. Parham's the one that's having the whole offensive line sucks right now. So Parham's the one that's playing the best. Just put Glaze by him like the way it was, and then JPJ could take Whitehair. So we're all of us are complaining about Whitehair sucks, and nobody's gonna take Miller's job. So the two young guys are in, and then I get what I want to see. But
yeah, exactly. I think that's where that's why too, because the two positions that they should be taking are Whitehairs, which is he plays the left guard, and that's where JPJ should be slotted in, and the other guy that got hurt was Mumford, which is the right tackle. That's where Glaze should be. Like, put him in for the guys that got hurt. That's basically what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like you're not alternating. You're not making too much movement, because then you're starting two rookies and you're moving Parham. You know what I mean? This way you're just plugging in two rookies, but for two guys that basically one of them is playing like shit and the other one got hurt. You're just plugging them in instead of making like I think it's just too much movement, and I would probably do it the other way. But fuck it. I mean, either way, you know what I mean? I just want them to perform. Either way.
I've always been down. Well, I shouldn't say down, but I always like the pick by Glaze or getting a tackle with Glaze. I go because they picked them they picked them that high for a reason. You know, third round pick, you're gonna play. You have to play. You have to have some production, or you're just not gonna sit there and do shit. So right now is the opportune time to go in there. Mumford's hurt, or he ain't up to speed. He ain't up to par to me. He was, but he's just probably getting beat by a better dude now. Like we upped our tackles. Yeah,
you're gonna need to see a lot of help, like in the chips.
Yeah, Parham can help him. Parham can help him.
You're gonna have to, no, what I mean is you're gonna have to see a lot. Yeah, like that's one thing that I don't know if you guys seen that fucking one in week 2 where Samir did that chip on the defensive end from fucking for Baltimore, and fucking not like just fucking just smacked his ass and like fucking basically put him on his ass. That's what you're gonna need a lot of that. You're gonna need a lot of that help, like with Glaze this week. Like, and then you're gonna need a lot of tight end help where you're gonna have to help. You're gonna have to help out Glaze, dog. Like, because as much as he has been performing, you still don't want him to like go out there and be and Myles Garrett, you know what I mean, go line up against him and then him get beat, you know what I mean, and lose his confidence. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to like. That's why I'm saying you're gonna have to get a lot of help for him this week, dog. Like, so it's just if he does play out there, I just want to see them help him out. You know what I mean? Don't let him be out there on a fucking island. You know what I mean? Because he is still a fucking rookie, bro. Like it's just you're gonna have to find ways. You would have to do that regardless, even if you had fucking Mumford out there, or if you had a fucking still a good tackle out there, you were still gonna need help. So I just think this week you're gonna have to put an emphasis on that. You know what I mean? And when you see Myles Garrett on that side, you guys they have to do the work and see that shit, bro. Like you have to be able to go out there and help out, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer, if he does get to play off that, I guess he has a personal issue, but they need to be able to help out, dog, on the line for sure. Because that's a like AP said, bro. That's a special player out there too. There's a reason why that dude was defensive player of the year.
What about our defensive line, bro? What about our defensive line? The pressure that we thought we were gonna get from them.
Yeah, we're gonna need to fucking Well, with
What's
Max
going on with
down, Boone's out. You know what I mean? It's just like you're not gonna. It's guys are gonna have to step up, though. Guys are gonna have to fucking step up that are not named Max and fucking Kuz. That's it. Like you're like Wilkins. He's been playing solid. I wouldn't say he's been playing bad, but it's just you're gonna have to see the reason why you signed him for $100 million. Now, you know what I mean? Like Max is gonna need that help, bro. Like that's the reason why we signed you, right? Like if Max is having an off game, you gotta have that. You gotta be that guy. You know what I mean? So the defensive line is gonna have to step up, dog, in other places not named Max, dog, because this week, as we say, like we want to see him sit. So the defensive line has to make it. We have to go out there and like prove that guys are able to step up to where you see the coaching staff even have the confidence to be able to be like, hey, Max, pick it right now. Pick it real quick, bro. You know what I mean? You know,
I don't
like
think that's a good idea either. I don't think that's a good idea either. I think just the presence of Max. I'll take a 75% Max over anybody besides a Myles Garrett or
I'd rather take a 0% Max right now, let him fucking rest for a week, and then have him for the rest of the season, than have a 75% Max and then not have him for the rest of the season. Me personally,
the injury isn't gonna be the same, bro.
I just think that to me,
the injury is what it is. He's gonna have to just steal through pain.
Like
if it's just not 1 week. It's weeks.
Yeah.
Yes,
I would want him to get better. I would want him to get better, though. Like if that was the ideal situation and he could sit, he could sit. But to me, for some reason, it's like if you're not fucking like out of the game, if you're not taken out of the game by like whatever, dog, like you gotta be out there, dog. I don't believe in like, okay, he might get hurt. You know what I mean? Because shit, thinking like that, he is gonna get hurt. You know what I mean?
He's already hurt. So that's the biggest thing.
He's already hurt, and he can't get more hurt.
Injured. He can't get injured. What I mean is like he's hurt right now. It's like the thing is that like it's if you play the game like that, like if like okay, like sometimes you do want to protect him for himself, but I think that they're obviously too though, like they're not going to let him go out there and play like if he had like a possibility of making it worse. Dog. I just don't see doctors letting him go out there and play like that. Yeah, like obviously that
you're not hearing that. You're not hearing that. You're hearing on most high ankle sprains, you need rest. But you need weeks and weeks and weeks of rest. Just be off of it for weeks, and then it heals itself. Now, can we afford losing Max for weeks? You know, like put him in IR for 4 weeks. He'll come back Max normal. You can't. We can't do that.
Well, what's the names have fucking a high ankle sprain too, dog? And it's just like there's different guys in this league that have high ankle sprains. They're gonna give it a go too, dog. It's just like I think that there's certain guys with the pain tolerance. There's certain guys that, and they're obviously he's going through treatment all week. You know what I mean? So I just don't think that the doctors are going to let him go out there and you can further hurt it in any game. You can fucking you can hurt anything. He can hurt his other ankle. He can hurt his hand. You know what I mean? I just don't see in. I've never been in that type to be like, all right.
With that game, you don't put as much pressure on it as that you normally would. You know what I mean? As you, I don't know which foot, I don't know which ankle it is, but you know, if it's just get off foot, you're not gonna push all the way like you normally do on a rush, and then you counter that with something else. You know, you can strain your hamstring. You know, that's bad. That's painful. You know what I mean? You could calf. You know, anything. But you just don't want that to happen. That's what I think they mean to hurt him, hurting himself more is that stuff. The ankle's gonna be the same.
You can give
I
it a
would.
go.
You know who he is. You know he's gonna be out there. He's gonna be out there and give it a try at least. But if we lose Max, dude, shoot.
Well, let's not talk about losing anybody. I'm just saying it's like I would rather. Yeah.
It's a risk, though. It's a risk that it can happen.
Well, but I just finished saying that, and you're telling me no, don't let him sit. But then now you're saying it's a risk. I mean,
no, it can happen where he can, you know, hurt something else.
I just think it's fucking football. Anybody's gonna get hurt on any type of play. So fuck it, give it a go.
I'm not down for him sitting out.
Nah, neither am I.
Bro. You know,
we gotta be smart. We gotta watch everything kind of develop and stuff like that. But another thing I kind of want to bring up too is like we'll move off of Max. We all know Max is gonna show up. But,
that's where the greats are made too, like they say, like he said. That's where the greats are made, dog. Like the guys who can play through those type of shits. The fucking legends are made through that shit, dog. Like you hear that shit all the time. You know what I mean? This motherfucker played with the fucking broken arm. This motherfucker played with a torn meniscus. This motherfucker played with a fucking chopped off his pinky to fucking go back in the game. You know what I mean? Like it's just like legends are made like at that time, bro. Like obviously you don't want him to get hurt, but you don't want him to get hurt more. But
those Watt brothers are on steroids.
Give it a go. If you give it a go, let's go.
Those Watt brothers are on steroids.
Yeah, you can tell. But check this out. One of the things that I seen earlier, and I was looking at right now, a little bit of transaction history. We actually placed Marcus Epps on injury reserve because he's going to be out for the rest of the year. Talking about injuries, and also Sam Webb is back, moving forward. And I know Greg is a guy, but also check this out. Because of that, looks like Palomao is going to be one of the guys that's going to be stepping up in that safety position. Apparently, Chris Smith isn't ready to go yet or anything like that, and Palomao has been slowly but surely. What Coach said was that he's been actually like kind of building himself up. Last time that he was in the game, he was in here for one play and he got an interception. He's been playing a lot of special teams and stuff like that, and he's been slowly, gradually moving up, on the roster. So now because of the injury with Epps, he kind of jumped over Chris Smith. And now he's going to be one of the starting safeties from what I'm looking at. What do you guys think about that?
I expected him to get the starting over fucking Chris Smith right now anyway, because he has the most playing time. He's had the most significant actual play on the field. You know what I mean? He played a big role last year in the end. You know what I mean? So I just seen him playing over Chris Smith anyway. Like I seen him in front of Chris Smith. You know what I mean? Because Chris Smith is still. I just haven't heard too much from him. Obviously, he got an interception in the preseason and shit like that, which was a cool for him and shit like that in preseason. But I haven't heard too much of him. And what I think he should be fucking suiting up though this week though, because I know Trey Taylor's not ready yet.
Yeah,
and he's our other safety too. So I think will Chris Smith be fucking dressing up this week or what? He'll likely be the backup.
He'd be the backup for.
Yeah,
shit. Who's the?
He's number 2 so they already have him right here. They have him starting on the depth chart right now, and Chris Smith is going to be the backup. Chris Smith,
backup, right? Yeah, he has to be the backup because he's the guy that he has to be the guy behind Palomalo, because other than that, it's Trey Taylor, right? And guys that could probably play like that, maybe Dick Marion Richardson or something like that, somebody like that. But I don't know if they signed a risk safety or something like that. But yeah,
Harper. Remember Harper that they signed, and everyone he was getting worked on.
Yeah, but the only thing is that I think that Chris Smith is still going to probably get some playing time this week, dog. Because
where's my boy Teamer when you need him? See, you always need Teamer, and we all know why. Gabe is pumping up Palomao, right? Be real,
because he's on the Raiders.
I like Chris Smith, actually. I like Chris Smith. I like Chris Smith because he comes from a fucking winner, dog. Like he comes from Georgia. He won in college. Like, he's a champion, national champion, dog. Like, so he was good in college. Like, you would want that guy, but Palomalo did. I just seen Palomalo in front of him anyway because I just didn't see. I don't see Chris Smith ready yet. Maybe he'll be the guy in the waitings, but right now, Polamalu will have to be that guy next, just because he's had the more significant snaps.
He's there. He's always in the right place at the right time. That's
Yeah.
where you want your safety. That's
So
where
that
you want
means
your
he plays
safety.
smart.
And he's big, bro, and he can play some linebacker. He could, he's a good. He probably your best matchup against maybe some of these fucking tight ends, bro. Which tight ends are a down position in the league right now. I mean, I know we got a
wide
good
receiver.
one.
He can play wide receiver, quarterback, because he went to USC, bro. He can play anything.
Joel's asking, where's Denari Holmes? Denari Holmes is right behind Jack Jones in the lineup.
I haven't really seen him much, but I haven't heard his name much. I haven't seen
Darnay
him much.
Holmes. I remember hearing his name.
You got signed up for the Giants, but
yeah.
You see Sam Webb, man. Sam Webb, I like Sam Webb, man. Hopefully he gets some significant snaps and he's able to like prove himself that when he actually gets some playing time, because I like Sam Webb, man. But I mean, also
he must be doing something, bro. He must be doing something.
Like Gravy said, like we get these guys that come up, and I mean, we want them to become the best ever, but like Sam Webb is gonna be what Sam Webb is. You know what I mean? There's a reason why he's assigned to our fucking. Don't expect too much. I like Sam Webb, but hopefully he's able to get some snaps in this week, and he's able to, do good on the snaps that he does get. But we have to expect a lot out of the other three guys, dog. Ja'Cory Bennett and the main two guys, dog. Jack Jones and Nate Hobbs have to make up for last week, dog. They got torched last fucking week. All of them did, but
yeah, they all did.
Two fucking starting fucking guys that are supposed to be like our main corners, dog, which in the slot and in our number one corner got torched last week, dog. It made fucking Andy Dalton look like the second coming of Joe Montana, dog.
Shout out Super, man. Super has a question right here. Do you think Mark Davis should demand the franchise quarterback drafted? And will AP be here with a 5-12 record or 6-10 record? It's too far as the draft and stuff like that. We all know we need a quarterback. So, I mean, that's going to be obvious. But, I mean, AP is going to be here for the next 2 years. Well, this year and next year. Win or lose.
I got a quarterback a long time ago.
Yeah.
A rookie so it'll be 3 years in. All this Garoppolo shit, all this other stuff that just fucked us. Set us back.
Hey, bro, and that too, bro. Come on, like people are fucking crazy, bro. To be fucking comparing Jimmy G to fucking to Gardner Minshew, dog. Like, I was one that fucking hyped up for no reason Jimmy G last year, dog, in preseason.
I did too. But, I'm to blame with that. But
the thing is that like. There's no fucking comparison in Gardner Minshew and Jimmy G, bro.
That is true.
As far as what, Gabe? As far as not in a good sense for Garoppolo.
As far as the play, because just like, yeah, not in a good sense, because fucking Garoppolo was fucking trash.
Yeah, for us he was.
Yeah.
People said
trash, bro. Like
people said he's gonna get hurt, and we said no, he wasn't. It's different, and what'd he do? Get hurt.
And see, that's the thing. I backed him up.
First game, he throws 3 picks. They're like, "Fuck, dude! All these dudes are right."
Yeah, bro. This fool had like 9 picks and like
fucking
touchdowns and shit. You know what I mean? Like Jimmy G was shit, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like. Yeah, there was no comparison to like that. Obviously, he ain't playing the greatest, bro, and that's not saying much. You know what I mean? To where, like okay, Minshew's better than Jimmy G. That's not saying much, but that's not even a comparison, bro. Like Jimmy G was.
Jimmy G has his accolades. You know what I mean? He has what he did in the past, but that wasn't with us. But
yeah.
I only know a couple of people that were so sincere about Jimmy G sucks. He's gonna get hurt. He's Mr. Glass and all that bullshit. But he was sitting there
Throwing
watching a
balloons.
rookie. He was sitting there watching a rookie take his job and being successful at it. And then, you know, that's bad. That's worse than being Mr. Glass to me.
Yeah.
And then you
Plus,
see
you're
him-
Mr. Glass.
like Jimmy G couldn't even make a 5-yard throw. Like Minshew's making those 5-yard and out throws. It's just that they're not working. The defense is right there. The defense is
Yeah.
fucking making the tackle right away. You know what I mean? Like every fucking play call is the same. Run, pass and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck. Like Jimmy G was throwing to the feet of like when they were like 5 yards away, or like, you know, like getting people killed and shit. You know what I mean? So it was like, I just didn't see this the same in play with these two. But then again, too, it don't matter because
Reminds me
we're
of
1
the
and 3.
quarterback that we had before him.
What I mean is like it don't matter though, because at the end of the day though, if we're 1 and 3 this weekend, people are still going to stick onto that. You know what I mean? People are still going to stick to that because it's like we're still producing the same results. So like the one thing is, I would say like if Minshew could get that win this week, dog, like please let's just stop that noise, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna stop because my problem isn't the quarterback. Game.
No, I'm just saying to stop the noise about the comparisons about Jimmy G and Gardner Minshew.
Oh yeah, that's dumb.
I'm not
That was
talking
dumb. That was dumb.
We're
That
gonna
was a dumb
we're gonna
comparison
criticize this
anyway.
team. No, we're gonna
seen
criticize the team on a week-to-week basis. That shit's that like before the season. I'll tell you this: I'm always gonna be positive and this and that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fucking big up my team or whatever. But as far as week to week, I'm gonna tell you how I fucking saw the game. We played like shit. We played like fucking shit.
Yeah.
Sunday was a total shit show from top to bottom. We look like the worst team in the NFL. But what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna fucking call it like it's like from week to week, dog. Like I'm gonna tell you fucking on Sunday what I seen in the game, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Just at this point, that's the only thing I would say. Like if Mitchell could go in there and fucking go get a win this week, come on, man. Let's just fucking kick back on the gym.
We got beat by the worst team in the NFL.
So does that by design make us the worst?
I'm not saying that, but
I'm just
we got
asking.
beat by the. I don't think we're the worst team in the NFL. No, but off 2 games, Carolina was documented everything last place, bro. We weren't that. Maybe in the run game, you know, stopping the run and rushing, that's enough for me. But you know, we could improve on that. There's still improvement there to do that. I don't know about the run game, but we just fix offensive line and some way or another get a little push or a little movement on there. That running game will happen, and then Zeus will look like a running back. We hope we think he will.
A halfway decent fucking running back.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he
60
could ball
yards.
out, Gabe.
Fucking
I just
alive.
need like 50, 60 yards from him and another 20, 30, 40 from fucking Madison a game. No, that's it.
Yeah.
We're not even asking for like hundreds of yards a game. No, we're just something to give us like easier third downs, easier, like better second down, like put us in a situation where like we're unpredictable on second down because the team's not knowing if we're going to go for run or pass. You know what I mean? Because we could do it. When you're running 2nd and 8, you know what I mean? Most of the time you got like, or 2nd and 12, a lot of teams are going to have to pass to get back into a manageable third down, or a fucking, or a fucking take a shot because, you know, second down is just, you know, teams are able to pin their ears back and just rush the quarterback. You know what I mean? When your team is constantly in 2nd and 12, 3rd and 8, you know what I mean? It's just, you're putting yourself in a bad situation every single fucking time, dog. And if you could put yourself in better second down situations, I'm not even talking about third down. Like we could, let's get to one thing first. If we could just get ourselves in a better second down situations, we're gonna be a better offense. Just because we're gonna be an unpredictable team on second down, to where we could run multiple things. Dog, we could run a play action. We could run the ball again, even because we had success on first down, or we could pass the ball. You know what I mean? Straight out past the ball, spread it out. So I just think that's gonna be the best thing. Like first down, I think is going to be. I think I would say that's the key for me this week. First down.
And I'll take a 2nd and 6, bro, right now.
For real.
You know, don't have to be a 2nd and 4 or 3. I'll take a 2nd and 6. And that's borderline. That's borderline pissed off right there, the coaches. You know what I mean? But this dude has to say, every time I run these plays, we're getting 1 yard, 1 yard, 1 yard,
or -2.
And then you can't sit there and say say something's wrong with our running game. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We just have to be better on first down.
It's tough.
That's my key. I would say that's my key. My key, and I'm not going to give no predictions this week. I'll just say my key because I know we're coming up on 2 hours, and I know this is our live before the fucking our show this week. I mean, I'll say the key for me is going to be the biggest thing is going to be first down. You know, first down on the offense, and I say being able to stop the run. I think they have some good receivers out there, but I just think our secondary is going to have. I think our secondary is going to bounce back, but our run defense has been consistently the worst throughout the whole season. So if we get, I think that's going to be our key to the game, like being able to just be. I don't care if it's running the ball on first down or just having better success on first down on offense and being able to stop the run finally, like going out there and stopping the run on defense.
Stopping the run. What's yours, Lo? What's your key to the game?
My prediction. I was gonna say that too. If we're gonna do anything, I wanted to do predictions, but I don't want to do that. We're coming off a loss like the way we came off of it, bro. I'm good. I just want to see. Me personally, I want to see our defensive backs, our DBs, our secondary, apply a little bit more pressure, get some more breakups, play the ball a little bit better. I just want this offensive line to fucking show what they're really built for, man. I want to see the offensive line, bro. That's the biggest thing that I need to see. Offensive line for me is going to be the biggest key to everything. Garner can do his thing. Everybody else besides that, you know what I mean? A couple drop passes here and there, not really tripping. You know what I mean? It's the NFL. It happens. But in order for us to win, our secondary is going to have to help out our defensive line. And also, our offensive line is going to have to help out the whole fucking team.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. What about you, Gravy?
What you got, Gravy?
No, what I got, bro.
Finish us off on the bucket.
You know my thing, bro. You gotta run the football. You have to run the football. So. Yeah. That's your coach said that on the podium when he got hired. We're gonna run the football, and we're gonna feed off that. So he must have been satisfied for what we had there. So maybe he overlooked this offensive line and these running backs more than we did. But that team is making a liar out of him. But Gabe's right. We have to dictate the two downs that we're offered, you know, to take advantage of. You really can't control third down. You know if we're successful on first down and second down, we dictate the game on third down. So if we're 3rd and 1, you know, 3rd and 2, I'll take that. And play options are more,
so crazy.
You know, than just, you know, if you're 3rd and 1, you know what you got to do. And we get frustrated when we're running the ball on 3rd and 1 or 4th down. We're running the football. We got 6 yards to go. Yeah. You should never be in a.
That's a good 3rd down, Gravy. That's a good 3rd down in our case right now.
3 and 6 is a good 3rd down for the Raiders.
3rd and 11, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. Those are the typical ones right now.
And you can't let teams get first downs when you're 3rd and 16 or 4th and 16.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I've seen that.
That hurt us
30,
big time. Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
How many times is that gonna happen? You know, it's just all around attitude. You know, the line is an attitude, bro. It's the weight room. It's the what you got for me. I'm gonna counter that. I'm gonna beat you at this. That's what it is, bro. Just pride in your shit. Running in football is pride and everything you do in the weight room, bro. That you do that to have a successful run game and offensive line and stuff. Do we take it serious, or we just thought we were gonna mollywop everybody? Because they're gonna stand right in front of you. They think the same thing.
Yeah, I knew we were gonna have some battles. I knew we were gonna have some battles throughout the whole season. So I mean, this is just part of the thing, and that's what it is.
Yeah, that happens, Lo. That happens, Lo.
Yeah,
but when it happens,
shaking it off, and I'm just ready for the next game.
Yeah, you know, what makes you think Cleveland ain't gonna come in there saying, "All right, we're gonna mollywop your ass." You know what I mean? We can't let them do that.
Yeah.
And we got to do that to them. We got to use everything you got, every game, man, to do it.
Yep. Any given Sunday, though, we've always said that, man. Any given Sunday, man. So yeah, we'll be live this Sunday too. 7 o'clock, like clockwork, man. We're gonna be here. Our new time is gonna be Tuesdays, Thursdays at 7 o'clock p.m. We're gonna end the show right now. We always tell you guys, man, Ronnie's Parks, be thankful for what you do, God, what you don't drink and drive. Man, I really don't want, like we were talking about, even Gabe said he really don't want to put a prediction out there or anything like that, but you know, we kind of just said what we wanted moving forward and stuff like that. So I'm excited for the game regardless, whatever. I'm a little tired of shit, so please forgive me, but what
else is new, bro? What else is new?
Hey, bro, I'm sorry. I'm just a hardworking man. I think I've worked fucking like 15 days straight, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, we appreciate you guys, man. We will be live, like I said, we will be live on Sunday at 7 o'clock. So, like we always do, how we always end the show, man. On 3, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Ray!